started taking violin lessons in 4th grade in elementary school, and I've also started playing guitar about the same age. My family is generations of musicians, so I was influenced by my father and my grandfather as well, so I started pretty young. I was interested in Valley Music Center because I had been working as a postal carrier substitute on the rural route for Long Valley. And when VMC opened in 2007, I think it was, I had noticed that the store was here, and progressively as time went on, I realized that George Moran was part owner of the store with Dave White, and I had worked with Dave in the past, so I had offered to work at the Valley Music Center, and it progressed from working the counter originally, a couple hours a week, and then I ended up working more hours, taking on students. And eventually I didn't need the postal job anymore, so I work here full time. Valley Music Center, my primary instrument is guitar. I teach classical guitar. I also teach acoustic, electric, 6-string, 12-string. I also teach bass, the electric bass. I teach the violin, classical and fiddle style. I also teach mandolin and piano. NSAI is the Nashville Songwriters Association International. It was founded in 1967 by a group of songwriters in Nashville to protect the rights of songwriters. Its mission statement is to educate, elevate, promote songwriters internationally, so that songwriters can be recognized at the force that they are, and being able to present their material to any industry, whether it's TV, film, or radio, or nowadays multimedia such as the internet. The Studio of Long Valley is a location partner for the Nashville Songwriters Association International, and the purpose of our chapter is to draw in local writers, whether they are just starting out or they've been writing for a while, or they're professional songwriters, to hone their skills, to be able to draw their music and be critiqued by local peers, and also to formulate their music in the sense that it can be presented to the music industry with a better chance of success, to be able to pitch their music, whether it's TV, film, again, internet, there's all kinds of mediums that are available. The chapter meets every third Sunday of the month at 7:30 on a Sunday. It's usually a couple hours. The first 2 visits are free for non-members, and then after the second visit, we're asked to either join a membership with NSAI or to pay a small fee when attending the meetings. One of our long-term projects for this year is to eventually have a Christmas album that will be available for the next Christmas holiday, featuring some of the Valley Music Center teachers and possibly some other students that may be involved in the project. That is one of our projects. Another one of our projects is to have a series of songwriter nights that are coordinated with the Songwriters Association, which will be open again to all local songwriters, some of the young students that we have who are writing their own music. We encourage that, and those are some of the projects. We use Pro Tools 10 right now. We have a full studio at the studio. We also have some satellite versions of the studio that we use, so we can incorporate that into the major recording. So if a student has a project that they want to record, they are welcome to do so at Valley Music Center. Wow, there's a lot. So, okay, I have a lot of influences. Probably my primary influence in my life has been the Eagles, and just because they covered a decade, maybe more, of music, actually a couple decades. And they started with a country folk venue with banjos and those kind of things on their very early albums, which drew me into their music crack songwriters like J.D. Souther and Jackson Brown. They had Linda Ronstadt play with them a couple times. And then going into the Hotel California level, they had Joe Walsh come into the band, and Joe Walsh, in my opinion, is a phenomenal guitar player. Very influenced by Joe Walsh. You can probably see it in some of my guitar work, just because I listen to it incessantly. That's one of my influences. My other influences is country music. I was raised on country with my dad, so my roots go back to the 1940s country music onward. And I also like pop, absolutely pop and rock. Very heavy into Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. James Taylor. I like the Beatles. We do a lot of Beatles work here at the VMC with our students with the rock program. And the Beatles is a great place to learn how to play music.
When justice is done, justice is done. The glory bus is run. Out of many, we are one. When justice is done.